Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour. Y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation 1814 was inducted at the 2026 Grammy Hall of Fame. The Recording Academy held a gala this past Friday night, honoring iconic albums that are at least 25 years old and have made major impact on music history. Now, Rhythm Nation 1819 was inducted by Jimmy Jam, and here's a little bit of Janet's acceptance speech.
It's beautiful to relive the memories attached to this project that's so precious to me. Tonight, though I don't see Rhythm Nation as a phenomenon that lives in the past, I believe it's alive and well in 2026. Rhythm Nation still resonates on a deep and profound level. It's an ongoing force that fights bigotry and promotes understanding.
Okay, congratulations go out to Janet Jackson. Also, y'all, George Clinton, the mastermind of Parliament Funkadelic, was also inducted for his album titled Maggot Brain, and Erykah Badu joined him in a performance. And that's not all, y'all. 2 legendary hip-hop albums were also honored. That's All Eyes on Me by Tupac and Paid in Full by Eric B. and Rakim. Now, member of the Outlaws, EDI Mean, accepted Tupac's award, and Rakim thanked fans and supporters, saying respect is earned, not given. If it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't be no Eric B. and Rakim, and that is absolutely correct. And he spoke out about Michael Jackson's early influence on him as an artist. Check this out.
I think what pushed a lot of kids at a young age to be stars, I have to say, Michael Jackson. And, you know, him being a kid 5, 6 years old, from the Michael Jackson cartoons to, you know, him just being, you know, an iconic entertainer at the time, you know, still just a kid. So, you know, to see that gave kids, you know, that belief.
That's true. That is so true for everybody. Everybody wanted to be a star, especially after seeing Michael Jackson. I forgot about the cartoon. They had the Jackson 5 cartoon, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Man, I forgot about that. Oh, man. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media, So Brat. Why don't you hit us up with them wake-up calls? That's 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The 7 most popular girl names in 2025 were, at number 7, Isabella, followed by Mia, then Sophia, Amelia, remember Amelia Bedelia? Anyway, Emma, Charlotte, and Olivia. And the 7 most popular boy names in 2025 were, at number 7, Elijah, followed by James, Henry, Theodore, Oliver, Noah, and number 1 is Liam. And one of the fastest, right? These are kind of real, I don't know, I guess classic names, Henry, Theodore, James.
Non-ethnic.
Yeah. So, guys, one of the fastest rising names for boys is Kasai, which means fire in Japanese and Swahili. And Clarity for girls, that's Clarity with a K. Both of these names actually spelled with a K. The Social Security Administration says about 3.6 million babies were born in the U.S. in 2025. And here's the deal, Ricky. A name doesn't make a kid who they are, but it can affect how people see them from the start over time. That can shape how they see themselves, too. Do you see yourself as a Ricky?
Yeah. You know, just the sound of it just comes off as smile, happy.
Yes.
Easy going, easy, you know. Yeah.
I agree.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. I always saw it. I never felt out of place with my name.
Okay. All right. Rock T?
I've always liked my name, Rocky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always like that. I'm kind of...
Special ed kid name.
It fits me, man. It fits me.
You in there with a helmet on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dave.
I ain't want to say it, but
slow
down, Chief.
Tell him, Rick.
They went to lunch at 9:30.
Oh,
glad you said
Come on, Rocky.
I'm glad you said it.
Don't turn it into this. That's not what this was about.
Wear mittens in the 10th grade.
You know they got out at 12.
No, that's
Mom in
not.
front of school blowing.
But the most beautiful name, I mean, what about Georgia? Have you ever seen yourself in
Are we
Georgia?
doing that?
I mean, it's a good Southern name.
It
It's
sure is.
really, really Southern.
You know,
It
I'm
says-
named after my dad. His name is George Alfred. So I'm Georgia Alfredis.
But Georgia
Okay.
sounds like sitting on the front porch sipping mint juleps.
Yeah.
With a flowery skirt on.
Sounds
a
like an
hat.
old big mama.
Old white
Sound
lady.
like raisins in the potato salad.
All right, you're cool.
Oh, man. Right.
Lift your hands when I say thank you. It's a solo. God's using me. Don't sing with me right now. Lord, I'm singing alone now. You, ma'am, with that mask. Let that mask work for you. I'm singing alone. Lord, I'll be back. No, I'll call on you when I'm ready.
Oh, man. Gary has the tea in the cooler today. Gary, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Oh, my God, there's rumors circulating, y'all. And I don't believe it not one bit, but I got to report it, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, that the ex-nanny of Kevin Hart, y'all, is, honey, all on social media, honey, saying that there's some madness going on at the Hart's home. Now, they're saying, y'all, the ex-nanny allegedly, y'all, honey, she put a pin in the balloon, y'all, that Kevin was allegedly setting out about his family and how wonderful they may be during a Mother's Day tribute to his beautiful wife, y'all, Miss Aniko Hart. Now, they're saying that the internet is buzzing after a former employee reportedly hopped on the Kevin's tribute, y'all, the post to drop some serious truth bombs about how Miss Aniko allegedly, y'all, treats Kevin's beautiful older children, Heaven, 21, and Hendrix, 18. Now, they're saying that the ex-man didn't hold back, honey, basically reigniting years of rumors, y'all, that Aniko, honey, has been cold and distant toward Tori Hart's beautiful children. Now, they're saying, y'all, the claim is the nanny allegedly, y'all, suggests that the happy family image that Kevin portrays on Instagram is a far cry from the reality behind closed doors. Now, they're saying that the parent, they said this isn't the first time that Aniko has been accused, y'all, of keeping a wall up. They're saying for years, y'all, fans have pointed out awkward clips, y'all, where she allegedly made slick comments about Hendrix being lazy or showing a lack of warmth compared to her biological kids, Kenzo and Corey. Now, also, it's being reported that the latest mess comes just weeks, y'all, after a massive rumor surfaced that Kevin and his beautiful wife, Aniko, were hitting a marital wall over money. Now, they're saying the rumor has it, y'all, that Aniko was livid after finding out, y'all, that Kevin is giving his beautiful children, Heaven and Hendrix, a $30,000 monthly allowance each. And they're saying that the logic behind this, insiders are claiming, y'all, that Aniko felt that since they are now adults, that money should stay within the household, meaning her and Kevin's primary.
That his kids and his money.
Yeah, but you know how that could be sometime, though. I mean, she said
I
they're
don't
old
know how
enough
it
now.
could be. Yeah, that's her opinion, but those are not her kids.
Exactly.
People need to be able to do whatever they feel like they need to do for their kids. He would have done that whether she was with him or not. It has nothing to do with her, if that's the case.
If that's the case. But, I mean, when them kids get grown, though, I mean, you got to go work and get your little job. $30,000 is a lot. That's more than a lot of people make a year.
But again, it's his kids and it's his money. And if he want to give it to them when they 50, that's on them.
Yeah, but then again, it's his kids and his money. But he married to her, so she's his wife, and she has just as much
she
rights
don't
as
dictate
he does.
everything. Yeah. She long as she, only thing she worry about the household and the kids that they have together.
Yeah, well,
those kids was around before he met her.
Yeah, they were around before he
Can't
met
be
her.
disloyal and treat your other kids a certain way because you met somebody. That's the problems in a lot of families. All of a sudden, everything different because you got a new wife, and then the new wife dictating your relationship with the other kid. It's not right.
Yeah, but in case these men love these women to death, so they would do anything. That's why there's a lot of kids out there now battered and abused and stuff because one of the parents, honey, fell in love with the other person, and they just neglected the parent. And what happened? They got to do them. So.
Especially them firstborns. Now you have a connection with them. You grew up with your firstborn.
That's
You're
right.
young.
That's right.
A young parent. You have a certain kind of love for them firstborn.
That's right. You're learning. You're learning how to be a parent and together with them. Yeah.
Well, you should have learned how to stay with their mama.
No, not if it didn't work
It don't
out,
always-
Gary.
yeah.
It don't always work out.
It doesn't always work.
Don't always stay with that first
You
one.
know, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Learn how to stay with their mama.
Well, we're going to keep our parties lifted up in prayer. And hopefully and prayerfully, y'all, that they work this out if this, what's going on and stuff. But I do know things like this does happen. So we're going to keep them lifted. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Oh, my God, they're saying, remember a few months ago, y'all, there was rumors, honey, swirling, y'all, that a series starring Real Housewives of Atlanta, alum Kenya Moore, and Kim Zolciak, along with the Braxton Family Values, Miss Tamar Braxton, y'all, was in the works. Well, now they say at the time, honey, details were pretty low-key. But now they're saying we're getting a clearer picture, and including a full cast, y'all, of what the show is all about. Now, according to Deadline, Amazon Prime Video, y'all, has ordered Reality Retreat, work entitled, y'all, from Jersey Shore creator Miss Sally Ann Sassano, honey, with the concept centered around a wellness retreat designed, y'all, to challenge the women's identities, relationships, and growth, y'all. They're saying the cast is going to be really nice, along with Kenya, Kim, and Tamar. There's going to be some other people that's going to be a part of this show. But I was like, okay, but Kenya, Kim, and Tamar, I can't wait to see this, honey, because it's going to be an interesting show, y'all. Now, it says it's coming to Amazon Prime, so we're going to see how this all turns out because we love all three of those people, and we know that they are definitely going to bring, honey, some madness to this show, particularly one. I ain't going to call no name because I don't need nobody calling me. Not me. So, but anyway. So, honey, I'm going to just not call name. But anyway, it's going to be a great show, y'all, so I cannot wait to watch this show and see what it's going to really be all about because we need some more new reality shows, y'all, because right now, the ones that we got, y'all, it's just... I don't know.
It ain't giving, girl.
It's not giving that much.
Not
honey.
at all.
It ain't giving, honey. And I sit up on Sunday nights, baby.
It ain't nothing to wait for.
Yeah, no, there's nothing to wait for, honey. So we're going to see how this all turn out. So,
well, what is it missing? Drama?
It's not missing drama. It's almost missing substance.
Yeah.
It's almost missing, like a real story. Like something that's really, really happening that's important or that really means something or something. I don't know.
Right.
Like it just don't keep our attention. Me and Gary used to be glued.
Glued.
We used to be glued and couldn't wait for Sunday night and just and it's just different now. It just feels different. Everything feels like just a made up storyline kind of.
To get a check.
Yeah, like it just don't feel real authentic anymore.
So we're gonna give it a little bit more Sundays, honey, and watch this show, honey. Cause ain't nothing else.
Maybe it'll get better.
Maybe it'll get better, y'all, honey. And now that they said and did, y'all know what time it is. Yes, honey. That show needs some sha-la-la-la, baby. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Bastard Amber. Yep. On the high end, you say Bastard Amber, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Golden Yellow. That's your color for today.
That's a beautiful color. Y'all give it up for Gary with the team. Got your wake-up call. Get in at 866-9-RICKEY. Here we go.
Here we go. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Get it together. You up this long, this lid, you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Just ready to be productive. Come on. Sunday morning show, wanna know what you calling from, so come on. And just wake up.
Hey, this is Trudy Spencer calling from Texarkana, Texas. I want to wish everybody good morning and wake up, wake up, wake up. Rickey Smiley Show.
Hi, this is Kid from Baltimore calling to give a wake-up call to my brother, Woo Woo. Happy birthday. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Big Wheel Dog from Birmingham, Alabama. I want to say everybody, woo, everybody, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Come on.
Oh, let him know then. Wake up,
Come
wake
on.
up, Columbus, wake up, Cincinnati, wake up, let's wake up, wake up, wake up, West Palm Beach, wake up, and Greenville, wake up, let's go, Jacksonville, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Appreciate it, Brat.
Welcome, Rickey.
All right, Beyonce, what you got coming up next?
Listen, all my college students, I have really good news for you. And if you have an iPhone, well, you could be getting some money. I got the details coming up next. It's Techie Tuesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It is about that time for Techie Tuesday with the one and only Beyonce Alowishus. Beyonce, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ricky. All right. So for all of my parents out there, this is a really important time for you guys. Graduations, they're turning in final exams. Well, there is an app that they use called Canvas. Now, Canvas was hacked by a group called the Shiny Hunters. Now, Shiny Hunters,
Oh, God.
yeah, I know. So Shiny Hunters, they are a hacker group. So, they can get all of your information. Just like, let's say Shiny Hunters went to Apple. Well, they have now locked up this Canvas app. And so all of the college students who use this to talk to their teachers, turn in their grades, turn in their exams, they can't get it. But not only that, their personal information was hacked. So today was the deadline. Shiny Hunter said if they did not receive an released amount of money, that they would release all of the people's information. Well, luckily, good news, Canvas has paid out an unspecified amount of money, and so they assured that no one's information is going to be out there. Now, we're talking about 275 million students along with 9,000 universities, so it's a really, really big deal. Unfortunate, though, that they had to pay out that money. But speaking about payouts, Apple is paying out people. So if you were like me, I got the Apple iPhone 15, and you were like, oh man, advanced Siri, smart Siri, that's what everyone called it, smart Siri. They're so excited about it. Well, Apple has settled $275 million lawsuit because they basically said our Siri is smarter, even though it really wasn't at that time. It was still under development. So because they made these promises and people went out and bought the phones in advance, Apple now has to pay out all these people who bought the phones. They're saying this affects Apple 15, 16, and 17. So if you are one of those people, it's still in the federal courts right now. Not really sure how much you're going to get paid because, again, it depends on how many people file the lawsuit, and they will split up the $275 million. But make sure you keep an eye on your inbox because they will send you an email and let you know all about the lawsuit if you're affected. And speaking of Apple, well, if you are one of the people in the group chat and you have a Android phone or Apple phone, well, you're the green dot person. Your text messages are more secure because Apple and SMS texting are now end-to-end encrypted, so that it's a good thing for you. But for all of my Instagram users, on May 8th, your privacy with your DMs is no longer encrypted. Now, Facebook has came out and said the reason that they did this is so that law enforcement officials and Meta can now basically screen your DMs and check for any, unlawful activities that you're doing. So all the child predators and all that, that is their excuse for ending end-to-end encryption. So Meta has said because of this encryption, they can't read your stuff, which is what we really want. And so now they're taking that away. It ended this week on May 8th. So I'm very, very curious to see how that's going to go. So again, just make sure, you're very cautious in what you put in those DMs. It can get you in trouble. And for all of my people that love Fire Sticks, I don't know if you saw the article that went out, but if you have a Fire Stick, it now and it's jailbroken, it now opens up every camera in your home to hackers. So let's say...
Shut up!
So everybody loves getting their cables from these jailbroken Fire Sticks.
Yeah. You got to go back to the regular video recorder and just plug them up.
VCR.
VHS tape.
I'm just listening to all this. It's like, who's watching Big Brother? And everybody's spying.
Well, it's kind of like the flock cameras. I don't know if you've seen the car tag cameras that they have all over the place. So people are up in arms about flock cameras because they're supposed to be car tag readers, but unfortunately, these sales associates who work for flock cameras, they access the cameras to where kids are. So it was play gyms, schools, playgrounds, even some classroom in these areas, especially in Dunwoody, Georgia. And they're putting all these cameras up around the country. And not only that, they are now installing microphones to these cameras. So it's definitely a privacy violation. So again, make sure you're active, make sure you read what's going on in your area and be involved. And lastly, if you were looking for headphones, Apple is allegedly making a new AirPod Pro number 4. But the weird thing about this one, it's earphones, but it has a camera inside of it that has AI technology. So I know it's a lot to take in today. I'm actually I'm going to go live after this. So if you have any questions or you just want to chat about it, you can hit me up at Beyonce ATL. And I'm going to go live in about 2 minutes. So make sure you check me out again, BEYONCE ATL for these stories and more. You can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com.
There it is. Black Tony, what's up, man?
Let me tell you something, Shadow. This a big day right here.
It better be a big day right here. It better be a good excuse today.
Hey, let me tell you something, Shadow.
I'm on 10 today, bro.
I'm trying to make an announcement right now. I need everybody to stop what you're doing and listen up. Because Black Tony, this might be my official leaving off being on the radio, shawty.
Oh,
wow. Uh-oh.
I got big things going on right now, boy.
All right.
Okay. Shawty, it's a big thing going on for the community.
Okay.
Is you ready for this right now?
Hey, I'm ready. It better be good.
Black Tony, I'm finna announce my official. I'm probably gonna leave you a little funky radio show, cause shawty, this what I got going on right here for the community.
All right.
What have you done? You done got yourself into some trouble. But you're living in the hood, money low, you ain't got no bread. Call Black Tony, kinda like a law firm. We don't have no degrees, but we can get you out of trouble. Our lawyers aren't licensed, but they could talk a good game. It's Black Tony, kinda like a law firm. Hit him on his celly at 1888, not legal. That's 1888, not legal.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's right, shawty. Black Tony, kinda like a law firm, boy. I'm starting me a legal service for folks in the hood that ain't got no money, can't afford no real like type of lawyer, but they need help.
Can you do that in front of a judge?
Can't do
I'm from. I done got an office space. We got an office. We got a kind of like a law office, shawty. And we signed the lease yesterday, shawty. Me and you, we signed the lease yesterday, shawty.
But do you have a license?
That part.
No, we ain't got no license. But now the state trying to come. I got folks I done already helped, shawty. I'm gonna have some folks on here tomorrow. I promise you, shawty. I got folks. Huh? Yeah, we opened up our office yesterday, me and you.
And y'all already running commercials. Play it again.
What have you done? You done got yourself into some trouble. But you're living in the hood, money low, you ain't got no bread. Call Black Tony, kinda like a law firm. We don't have no degrees, but we can get you out of trouble. Our lawyers aren't licensed, but they could talk a good game. It's Black Tony, kinda like a law firm. Hit him on his celly at 1888, not legal. That's 1888, not legal.
So Black Tony is kind of like a law firm, but it's not a law firm.
Yeah. And shawty, I need you to talk to some of your lawyer friend like Kabari who be on CNN, Kabari Seller, Ben Trump. I need you to talk to them, shawty. I need somebody to give my folks some advice on what to say when they go in the courtroom. 'Cause they ain't been to like law, legal school and nothing like that. But that's not the point. But the point is, I'm finna bring folks on here who I done helped already, and they're gonna be on here tomorrow. I ain't got time to do it today. They're gonna be on here tomorrow. I got folks I done helped, and thank you, shawty, for helping me open up the office, shawty, because I signed the lease yesterday. I signed me and your name on it.
No.
Okay, and what about his daddy's people? Have they helped you do anything? That's Granny Man right there. You need to burp him before he spit up. Okay, what all you and this baby need? Because I'm going to run to Walmart. I'm going to run to Ross. Okay, now what is we got to shush for? He's a baby. The noise not going to hurt him. He hollering because you won't hold his head up right. Okay, well, if you got on socks, the baby need on socks. Nene says she can watch him, but don't you let him, because they be over there gambling. She be done sold your baby, girl. See, you done snuck and got pregnant, but you didn't sneak and get married, did you? The devil won again. Now, I'm going to help you as much as I can, but you can't do this again. And then Eileen going to call me, ask me, your baby had another baby out of wedlock. I told her, why don't you worry about your husband's outside cheering? You worried about the wrong set of cheering. Okay, now I know that that's your friend, but if she going to hold him, she need to wash her hands. Okay, just hand him to me. Okay, now why don't you get somewhere and sit down? You're going to have a setback.
Right. With a setback. Yes.
Coming up next, y'all, Beyonce is her next album going to be sign language. We're going to talk about that next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
And I hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Oh, Ricky, this is sad when I got this story. It's sad in my heart. It's being reported, y'all, that it said Beyonce revealed, y'all, that the first time, y'all, she got a vocal injury, honey. Now, they're saying Beyonce that she got her first vocal injury when she was 13 years old. She worried, y'all, that this would ruin her chances at a career in music. Now, Beyonce is notorious, y'all, for her work ethics, honey. Once resulted in getting a vocal injury. Now, they said she's been pursuing a career in music since childhood, y'all, and was willing to do whatever she could to make it. Now, she said that after spending hours in the studio, she injured her vocal cords, y'all. Now, they say while growing up, Beyonce, she said that, y'all, that she threw herself into the pursuit of a music career. Now, she said, quote, "My teenage years were about the grind. I grew up hearing this particular scripture from James." Listen to this, y'all. It's from James 2:17. "Faith without work is dead." And that's what she told Harper Bazaar. Right. Now, she said visions and intentions, y'all, weren't enough. She said, "I had to put in the work. I committed to always being a student and always being open to grow." She also said, y'all, that she sacrificed a lot to get to where she is now. She said, "My energy went into Destiny's Child and the dream of us getting a record deal and becoming a musician." She said if something wasn't helping her reach her goal, she decided, y'all, to invest no time in it. And she said, "I didn't feel like I had to keep or hang out, baby." Isn't that something? A lot of people saying a lot of good things she got her vocal cords together, because they were like, she probably had to do an album, honey, in sign language and stuff like that, because nobody, she wouldn't have been able to sing and whatever. But they're glad that her vocal cords, her vocal cards, y'all, came back to life, and now we got the Beyonce that we have today, y'all. So glory to God, and thank goodness that Beyonce could sing, and there's no more vocal problems with her. All right, moving on, honey. In other celebrity news, y'all, this story here is really touching too as well. I mean, all these stories are being very touching to me, and I'm believing what I'm hearing now. Now, we all know that Little Miss Cardi B, honey, she went through it the other day, honey, with Chef Mirabella. That's the woman who was working for her man. Yeah, working for her man, Stephon Diggs, honey. Well, baby Miss Mirabella, honey, whose real name, y'all, is Jamila Mila Adams. She is speaking out, honey. Again, y'all, following that recent trial involving NFL star Stephon Diggs, and now she is addressing Cardi B directly, and here's what she had to say.
The way he treated you when you were pregnant, the way he talked to you when you were pregnant, the way that the same people that has defended him in this know how he treated you while you were pregnant and how he was to you when you were pregnant will always be something I will never understand. The way he treated you in the delivery room, the way he treated you after the baby, the same person that abused you abused me. I hope one day you face the music.
I believe her. Wow. I'm sorry. I believe her. I don't care what they say, honey, because, honey, this woman has no reason to lie about it. And, Cardi B allegedly loves this man to death and what have you and stuff. But, a lot of people say, once the dopamine wears off, honey, then you will see the light. And I just feel that
people still thinking about that testimony on the stand. That was, ooh.
Yeah, but she may have been nervous, though, Ricky. She may have been nervous, and what have you, but I just feel sorry for her, because and the way when a person addressed, what he did. Like she said, that shows you right there that something was done. Because I don't think she would have no reason to lie about it, but nevertheless, honey, she feels a certain kind of way, and I feel so bad for her. She's walking away, honey. It really wasn't about money. She was telling the truth. I mean, and Cardi.
Yes, it was. She sued for $5 million.
Well, that's because of the pain she went through. But
what pain?
Well, because like she said, the way that he treated her, Cardi B, he treated her the same. And you got to remember, too, allegedly this woman was living in the house with this man, and she was his mate. She was playing with him and stuff. So, honey, I mean, now, compensate me if I'm going to sit here, honey, and be your side chick and your chef. So, I mean, she should have got a check some kind of way and stuff like that. But, how, too, a lot of men lie. They ways out of things, honey, when they get caught doing something wrong. And, then he got more money than her. And I just feel that, I feel so bad for, honey, Mila. But, nevertheless, she said she's not going to talk about this anymore. She's through with it, and she's going on with her life, honey. But, when somebody loves somebody, and like I said, until the dopamine wears off, honey, they ain't going to see what's going on because they're so busy in love with him. But look how what he did to the damn game. I mean, with them other women and stuff. So I feel sorry for Mila, y'all. But nevertheless, honey, hey, Mila, honey, she has spoke, and we're listening, and it is what it is. So let's continue to keep them lifted up in prayer and everything going. What you growing?
Man, go on, man.
He's while they're mumbling.
Yeah, go on to the next story, man.
Yeah, and my quick free story, y'all, when I was speaking about Beyonce, and I forgot to talk, I think we may have talked about it, but that still was bothering me, too, about Miss EJ said, honey, Miss Beyonce done looked a mess. She said they didn't eat well, honey, at the Met Gala and stuff like that. So I agree with that as well too, Ricky.
That was Magic Johnson's song.
Yep. Miss EJ said these girls, honey, looked a mess. Honey. She said they didn't bring it.
And who looked a mess?
Beyonce and all them other girls.
He be having on. I know he ain't talking about Beyonce.
Baby, Miss EJ be giving it, honey. Y'all better watch
Giving
her,
what?
Giving fashion, honey. And
should have been out there on that court with the Oklahoma Thunder.
For real.
Big 6'10", 7-foot ass. You can't fit in the front seat ass.
Miss EJ, girl, I got your back, boo. Don't listen to that. Anyway, now that that's said and did, y'all know what time it is.
Sha-la-la.
Yes,
Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
Yeah.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
Yes, honey, the color today is one of my favorite color. My color today is Bastard Amber. On the high end, you say Bastard Amber, and on the low end, you say beautiful golden yellow. That's the color for today, honey, yes.
Oh, wow. Y'all give it up for Gary with a T.
A woman went viral after sharing an awkward interaction. She says happened at an event in Brooklyn. And she says she approached a well-known black woman she admired and greeted her by saying, "Hey, Auntie." But instead of the lady taking it as a compliment, she says the woman immediately corrected her and told her she was too grown to be using the word auntie, saying that title is for kids.
Oh, wow. Well, now social media is divided. Some people say auntie is absolutely a sign of love and respect in the black community, while others feel like the term, makes people feel older, much more older than they want to be. So celebrities like Mary J., Oprah, Gayle King, and Ava DuVernay have publicly stated that they prefer not to be called auntie by fans or the general public. They say they generally, prefer the term to be reserved for an actual family member, with some saying it can make, it feels like a forced label of age or a forced dynamic.
Yeah, so the morning we want to know, if the terms auntie or unc are disrespectful terms of use, or have you ever received a backhanded compliment that secretly felt like an insult? If so, what was it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I go first, man. I mean, when people say little O, I see what you little O.
I don't play that.
Yeah, I see what you little O.
I get their ass together. I be ready for that.
Yeah.
I wish you would. I ain't got no little old nothing.
Come on, dog.
I told a chick that you can stop saying that little old. I ain't got nothing little. Get your ass out of here with that mess.
Yeah, I feel like a backhand.
It be coming off so negative. And yeah, I see you with your little, then the way they do their mouth, they frown their face up when they say it, Yeah, it's enough. But younger comics be saying, they call me OG.
Does that bother you?
No.
Yeah.
And then, a lot of my nephews and, different ones or certain age or my kids' age, might say unc. I just see it as respect because it's all about what context they say it in. Mm-hmm. I ain't never had nobody just say it in a manner where it felt disrespectful. It just felt like it felt like love. So I've been okay with it.
I think it's cool for guys. Yeah, that's like unc, OG. That's cool for guys, but women don't want to be called auntie if we ain't your auntie or auntie or whatever you call it.
You got to have some relationship with a woman to
kinda.
say that. Like, to say that to somebody you don't know and they don't know you, that's weird.
Yeah, you almost making them feel old and older maybe than what they are. What if they not old enough to be an auntie or are not an auntie? And you talking about, what's up, auntie? So I understand why Mary and and Oprah and all of them like, yo, I'm not your auntie. Don't call me that.
Right. And it'll be somebody who's like 10 years younger than you.
Right.
Like the most I could be is your big sister. So don't do that.
Exactly, right. And who wants to go into explaining all of that?
Right.
And then people get me when they say, you look good for your age, girl.
Oh.
What?
Gary, do it bother you when they say auntie?
Nope. What?
Auntie.
That would bother me. That's right. Now, don't call me no auntie.
That's how I have you saved in my phone.
Really? But though, honestly, I mean, like when y'all kids, like your kids, because hell, I was there when they were babies, and like Beyonce's kids and stuff, they call me Uncle Gary. So it depends on who's
That's what my kids call you.
I know that. I don't have a problem with it because I know them, and I was there, when they were kids.
Yeah.
So it's like being an uncle. But like when you talk to people, say for them, I'm talking to somebody I just met off the streets, and we may be talking about radio or whatever, and they'll call you Uncle. Don't do that, because I feel like you're trying to make me old.
Right.
So I don't like
Yeah,
that.
you
part.
is old.
No, I'm not old. I'm not old.
We not on the line. We sitting up here playing Young Dirt
You
and
the
Lil
youngest
Wayne.
on this show?
Yeah.
Gary, really?
Hey, Mama, why does Uncle Gary twitch when he walks?
Mama, why does Roxy have to look so damn stupid and say stupid stuff like that? Oh, I don't look at stupid.
Get him, Gary.
Does he stupid?
We want to know. We want to know what y'all think. Y'all get at me 8669 Ricky 8669 RICK.
Mama, why does Uncle Roxy watch Gary walk and twitch?
Wait a minute, say again, Gary.
Why does Roxy watch Uncle Gary walk and twitch? Huh, Mama?
Oh, snap. Here it is.
Oh, man.
Here it is. All right, we got any calls yet? We're going to check them on the other side. All right, we got some calls right here. Hit us up at 866. Do terms like auntie or unc bother you? Or have you ever gotten backhanded compliment that secretly felt like an insult? If so, what was it? All right, let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Hey, I'm Denise calling from Charlotte. I don't really find it offensive, auntie or uncle, because I am somebody auntie, so it just depends. I mean, how you take it. It's not a backhanded comment to me.
My name is Lisa, and I'm calling from St. Louis. I feel that it's about respect for me. I really wouldn't call anybody auntie or aunt unless they are my family, because you don't really know a person. You don't really know that the woman. You just don't know their age. You don't know how they feel. You don't know about them. So I just respectfully keep it in the family.
Good morning. My name is Sean Thomas. I'm calling from Springfield, Massachusetts. I wouldn't call it being disrespected because a lot of people call me OG. I'm 52 years old, so I just put it as some type of respect, but other people just look at it as something else.
It's a term of respect. I'm calling from Birmingham, Alabama.
Nah, this is Easy. I'm calling from Baltimore, and I'm 33, and I got my nieces and nephews and their friends calling me aunt, and it's the first time it happened, I was like, what the heck? But now it's just like I embrace it, so it is what it is. Now I'm cool with it.
You ought to hear them kindergartens calling me Mr. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. And the young nieces and nephews, the babies, they don't know any better. Say, hey, Uncle Rickey Smiley Morning Show. little league football. I can't do nothing but drop my head and start laughing because it's funny. All right, y'all get at me, 8669 Ricky, 8669 RICKEY. Hit me up. Oh, man, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Social media is debating whether terms like auntie and unc are signs of respect or low-key shady, depending on who says it. Hit us up at 8669 Ricky. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Okay, so yes, I'm Techie from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm 46 years old. So when I was little, auntie meant crackhead. Unc meant crackhead. So yes, I do get offended when somebody say auntie. That's not a term of endearment to me.
Yeah, this is Q1 calling out of Crowley. Now, I don't look at it as disrespect or anything negative at all. Well, my brother's stepson, he called me unc, and it makes me feel like, saying he has a form of respect, so nah, I don't agree to his disrespect.
Morning. My name is Dion. I'm calling from Birmingham, Alabama. I feel like the term auntie is no different than unc or OG. It's a term of endearment and respect. I don't see a problem with it. I think it's all love.
Yes, this is Kevin from Toledo, Ohio. When it first came out, I used to take offense to it because it was almost a term of you being a crackhead as a gentleman or as a man. But now, as time has went on, it's more of a respectful thing now. So I embrace it and just go on with my day.
Yes, my name is Kimberly. I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida, and I hate when the younger crowd call me bro. What is that? I'm not a bro.
My name is Teresa. I'm calling from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm 63, and the first time a young man referred to me as auntie, I was in the gym. I wear my gray hair proudly, and it was a term of endearment. I don't have a problem with being called auntie at all because of my age. Now let's talk about that word, ma'am.
Yeah, but I don't play that bruh stuff with young people. Yeah. I had to tell one of my kids, little date, I said, don't you ever refer me to as bruh. I'm not your bruh. I'm your sir.
And Ricky, don't you know that's like the opposite for guys. That's the opposite. That's the disrespectful opposite of calling us unc or OG when you call us bro. Like you said, you're young enough to be my child. Don't call me bro. I'm not your bro.
Don't you damn ever call me no bruh in my house up under my roof where I live. I am not your damn bruh. Don't you ever. When I find, I don't know, it's just something so. And then I'm looking at young people when they're dealing with authority on the internet, dealing with police. They don't have tell your young people that is just that you call your peer that.
What about buddy? What about when somebody says buddy?
I mean, like, if we the same age and I'm out here playing golf, all right, buddy, that's a good shot. I don't care about that. Depends on the context that you use it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But these doggone little teenagers calling everybody bruh and walking around with them pants sagging with them, man, y'all better.
If you 35, I ain't your bruh.
Right.
You got to be a teenager, even if you're 35. Cause hell, my son 36.
Yeah, nah, we ain't feeling none of that because it's just disrespect. I don't think I ever would have said call any of my granddad friends or my parents' friends bruh.
Oh, can you imagine?
Because
it wasn't even a thought.
Yeah, too comfortable. You don't let nobody get too comfortable and too familiar. You have to set a tone in your house or whatever. Do not call me that in my house.
Yes.
We was afraid of older people.
Right.
Yeah.
Mr., Mrs.
We had
and
a
don't
certain
ever.
fear.
Yeah. You go to somebody's house and they call their mom or somebody by their first name, you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, man, I be watching these kids, these teenagers, when they interact with the police. Look at all the videos. All of them talking about bruh, hollering at, and there's no respect. And then there's some instances where the police could cut them some slack on some stuff, but the respect is not there.
Right.
And the respect is not there. They're just going to apply the full law on them and not give them a break, man, because you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. And the disrespect is just it's just unbelievable. So y'all, if y'all could not get through, y'all can hit us up on Instagram at Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Instagram at Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Y'all ain't got that chicken and waffle mix coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
24 minutes after the hour, got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Tuesday, May 12th. Here's what's going on in the news. Iran is pushing back hard against President Trump's rejection of its peace proposal. Iran's top negotiator posted on X that the U.S. has no alternative but to accept their 14-point plan, or he says, quote, American taxpayers will end up paying the price. Their proposal calls for ending the war within a month, lifting sanctions, paying reparations, and creating a new way to govern the strait. Now, President Trump calls the proposal completely unacceptable. By the way, inflation is now running at its highest level since 2023, and the war, of course, is a major factor, pushing oil and gas prices higher, which drives up costs for almost everything that has to be shipped, stocked, or sold. In other news, Republicans are celebrating a major Supreme Court win in the fight over congressional maps. Yesterday, the justices lifted a lower court's block on Alabama's Republican-drawn congressional map, allowing it to be used in the 2026 midterms. That decision could help Republicans pick up at least one more House seat. It also allows Alabama to move forward with a map that removes one of the state's two majority black districts, and the court leaned on the recent Louisiana redistricting decision as precedent. Meanwhile, students and alumni at Kentucky State University are taking their fight to federal court. They are suing to stop a takeover of the school, arguing that Kentucky lawmakers are violating the Civil Rights Act and the 14th Amendment. At the center of the lawsuit is Senate Bill 185, which would redefine KSU as a polytechnic institution and give state lawmakers more power over the university's operations. Plaintiffs say the move threatens the independence of Kentucky's only public HBCU. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Sure am, ladies and gentlemen. Well, how about them Cleveland Cavaliers, man? They find a way to even the series against the Detroit Pistons last night. Donovan Mitchell went ham on them. He scored 39 points in the second half alone, finished the game with 43 points, tied a record set by former Golden State Warrior Eric Sleepy Floyd back in 1987. Man, will that series go 7? We're going to find out. In the meantime, Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Lakers. They swept them. So that means the Thunder swept the Phoenix Suns in the first round. They just swept the Lakers. They 8-0 in the playoffs. And, of course, LeBron James was asked about retirement.
I mean, what my future, I don't know, obviously. I mean, this is obviously we're still fresh from, obviously losing. I got a lot of time. I'll sit back like I think I said it last year after we lost, I think, to Minnesota, to go back and recalibrate with my family and talk with them and spend some time with them. And then when the time comes, I obviously, you guys know what I decide to do.
Of course he's not going to retire.
Rock, what you think he should do, Rock?
He ain't going to retire, man. Here's my deal, man. And this is for all the LeBron James haters out there. His legacy was not tarnished just because he got swept. So y'all need to stop it right there.
I agree.
He does not have anything else to prove. So we may have seen him in the Lakers uniform for the last time. I don't think he's coming back as a Laker. There's only two places I see him going: back home to Cleveland to finish off his career as a Cavalier, or the New York Knicks. Those are the only two teams.
Now, if he's trying to go for a championship, he's going to have to go to the Knicks. And if he's trying to go just to close it off, you end your season, end up in Cleveland. But he could make them a better team next year.
Yeah, because he's past.
They in the playoffs now.
Yeah, he's past his career of being the man. He knows, okay, I don't mind being a distraction. I don't mind being a distributor. I don't mind playing my role on the team.
Let's go back to Cleveland. Come on home.
If he went back to Cleveland, he would understand that Donovan Mitchell is the first option.
Right.
That makes sense. Let's do it.
But Donovan Mitchell is a machine, man. He is unbelievable. And the damn point guard for the Knicks, man. That dude, they machine. They like Army tanks.
Jalen Brunson.
Man, yes, sir. Yes, God.
Come
man,
on,
that dude
dog.
can ball, man.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be the Knicks in Oklahoma City in the championship.
That's gonna be a good one.
But Oklahoma gonna win it.
And you think the Spurs gonna get knocked out, huh?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It is what it is, man. All right, let's follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Brat got the hot spot right now.
That's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Anytime for the hot spot, 29 after the hour. What you got, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Let me tell you what I got. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get on off into it. Well, y'all, Chris Brown is keeping it honest about the reaction of his latest album. Now, he posted a message on his Instagram stories to thank his fans for listening to the project while also acknowledging the criticism and mixed reviews surrounding it. Now, in his message, Breezy made it clear that while not everyone may love the album right away, he believes his music tends to connect with listeners over time. He said, I just want to say thank you to everyone who listened to the album. Been a lot of mixed reviews, and I can take my audience's criticisms and opinions. He also pointed out that this isn't the first time one of his albums has received a divided response initially, saying that the last three albums came under the same scrutiny and it eventually grew on people. So thank you for even taking the time out to listen. Tank, who is on the new album, joined the chat to say, the problem is most of you offer destructive criticism. You disguise your hate for opinion. Imagine doing your best if someone walks up to you and said, I hate this mess. And he's absolutely right. The album is titled Brown, and it dropped last Friday, and it has 27 tracks. Has anybody on the show had a chance to check out any of the album?
I heard some people talking about it, but they say it got about 100 songs on it.
27.
That's a lot, huh?
Not if you just running through it trying to listen. If you just let it play, that's not a lot. I hate when you get less. I like when they give you more to listen to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But what's the average amount of songs they used to put on the album? Like 12?
Yeah, it seemed like 10 to 12. Yeah. So he got a lot of music. He make a lot of music. He got a lot of music in him. So why not put it out? Because after so long, it get old.
Does he write his songs?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, hell, he rich.
Absolutely. He writes, and he has collaborators too. He does collaborations with other writers as well. But he definitely writes too. So I think Chris Brown is super duper talented, and I think people need to listen to the album, give it a chance, because out of 27 songs, it's gonna be at least 5 of them that everybody like. Okay, Chris Brown always come with some hits no matter what he do, no matter if you like him or not. Once they play him on the radio, you fall in love with it, and it becomes, you start singing it.
With you being a music head, Brett, can you actually sit there and listen to all those songs?
Absolutely. It might not be all at one time, but if you're cooking, if you're cleaning up, if you're riding in your car on a trip, you just let it play. And if it's one you don't like...
If I'm in the kitchen, I can really go through an album while I'm driving.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. When you're driving home, Gary, you can just put it on and run through it.
Yeah.
And if it's something you don't like,
Diana Ross songs and cry.
Damn right, man. I don't know what Brad said that for, because you know, baby, if he ain't got no crying songs on there, honey, I can't listen.
I'm sure he does. You know, he got a lot of variety on all of his albums. So I think he would definitely have some crying songs about a lot of the things he went through. And he's got some good collaborations with writers, I'm sure. So I think you'll like something on there, Gary. I think we all will find something that we like, love, or can relate to. Let me get to this story. Last but not least, y'all, Young Miami is getting real about the struggle she faced since the end of City Girls. Now, during a recent interview, she opened up about the emotional journey behind her upcoming solo album and admitted that the process brought her to tears. Now, in case you forgot, the City Girls split a couple years ago, and since then, she also faced some heavy backlash because of her past relationship with Diddy and his ongoing legal issues, and she is now describing the heartbreaking experience of being abandoned by the music industry. And here's what Young Miami had to say.
Well, everybody pushed me out, left me for dead, just said, you're done. That broke my heart.
She said they left her for dead and pushed her out and said, she was done. So I'm glad she came back with more music, because you ain't got to never be done. You know what I'm saying? If you got talent and you got music and you got fans that love you, you are never done, because they're going to always want to hear from you, know how you are. And you're going to always have haters no matter what you do. But if you don't have no haters, that means you ain't doing nothing right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing something right if you don't got no haters, because you can't make everybody happy. So you shouldn't even try. Just make yourself happy. Do what you do. Love on you and love on the people who love you back.
But it takes years to get like that. It takes years to build that damn
That's
armor.
true. Yeah. Thank God. Yeah,
Man,
you damn right. You damn right, because it took me years to build my coat of armor, because now I don't care.
It's still a struggle, because at the end of the day, you still a human being.
You're still a human being, and you want people to love you, but you realize after you've been in this game for so long, everybody is not going to love you.
Absolutely.
And you have to learn how to accept that. People get in this game, and they get real... They start going through mental health issues and all kinds of stuff, because they don't want people to not like them. It will do it. It will do it.
That's a lesson for people not in the business, too. Like, what people think about you is none of your business, and it's more about them than it is about you.
Yeah. Absolutely. I've been getting talked about since the 90s, so I think I got a pretty thick coat of armor for it to just let it bounce off of me. But the people that hasn't been in the game that long, man, it's rough for them.
That's why you got to stand. That's why you got to stay to your solid Christian foundation. It all boils down to that, and you have that to hold on to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so go to the rock. Go to the
Where
rock.
you was raised.
Right.
Yep. Amen to that. All right, y'all. If you missed any part of the show that make you smile and happy, check out the Rickey Smiley Morning Show podcast, available wherever you get your podcast. And you can hit me up on my social media as So Brat. Coming up next, y'all, we got the White Stone with that praise mixed down. That's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's time to get our day started. And to open us up with a prayer is the Stellar Award-winning Kelontae Gavin. Good morning, Kelontae.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. I am Kelontae Gavin. And family, let's start our day with your morning prayer. Father God, in the name of Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us this beautiful gift of life. Thank you, God, that you're the lover of our soul. You're the keeper of our life. You are our strength. In you we live, we move, and we have our being. Father, there are those that are starting off their day, and it's been rough. So I pray, God, that you would give them a grace today to press through. And not just press through, God, but press through with you. You are their keeper. They've got receipts with you. And Father, I thank you that they'll be able to revisit their history. You've healed their bodies. You've kept their minds. You've kept them through grief, through divorces, through breakups, through disappointments. And you're the God that never fails.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
13 after the hour, front page right here. What up, Alfredas?
What up, Ricky? It's Tuesday, May 12th. Here's what's going on in the news. President Trump says the ceasefire with Iran is on life support. Trump rejected Iran's response to a U.S. proposal to end the war over the weekend. And yesterday, he called Iran's response a piece of garbage. He reiterated that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
And if they did have it, the Middle East would be gone, Israel would be gone, and then hit Europe probably next. We're doing a service to the world.
Tehran insists its response was generous and responsible. Meanwhile, the Strait of Hormuz remains effectively closed, driving gas prices higher just in time for Memorial Day road trips. The national average is now about $4.50 a gallon. That is a 50% jump since the war began. Experts say when the war ends and oil shipments return to normal, relief at the pump probably won't be instant, and it'll probably take months. But Trump, well, not according to him.
Yeah, I'm going to reduce until let me tell you, as soon as this is over with Iran, as soon as it's over, you're going to see gasoline and oil drop like a rock.
Trump is now considering suspending the federal gas tax. That's something that hasn't happened since the tax was created in the 1930s. But even then, it's only going to save drivers about 18 cents per gallon while costing the government nearly $70 million a day. And California's Governor Newsom says his state's gas prices are over $6, yeah, but not because of state taxes, not because of environmental rules or refinery shutdowns. It's because of one person.
As it relates to the war in Iran, period, full stop. And what they're trying to do is tell you and everybody else every single day, all these high-paid lobbyists and the folks that are paid by them are telling you somehow it's someone else's fault. It's Donald Trump's fault.
Suspending the tax requires an act of Congress, by the way. And even with skyrocketing gas prices, though, AAA says Memorial Day travel will set a new record this year. About 45 million Americans are expected to travel at least 50 miles from home for the holiday. More than 39 million are expected to drive. Nearly 4 million are expected to fly. And travel by train and bus is also expected to increase. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Well, how about them doggone Cleveland Cavaliers that just won't go away? Donovan Mitchell scored 39 points in the second half alone. He finished the game with 43 total points. That tied a record set by former Golden State Warrior Eric Sleepy Floyd back in 1987. The series between Detroit and Cleveland tied up 2 games apiece as they get ready to head back to the Motor City. In the meantime, the Oklahoma City Thunder swept the Lakers. We knew this was going to happen. Again, the Thunder swept Phoenix in the first round. Now they swept the Lakers in the second round. They 8-0 in the playoffs. Go ahead and give them the NBA championship once again this year. Now, listen, before all of the LeBron James haters start talking about his legacy being tarnished for getting swept, stop it. LeBron ain't got nothing else to prove to nobody, man. Here's my thoughts, though. Nothing. Here's my thoughts, though, Rick. We may have seen LeBron play his final game as a Laker. He will play with one of 2 teams next season. Go home to play with Cleveland and retire Cleveland Cavalier, or the New York Knicks. I'm just saying.
No, he don't need to go there.
Hey, man. It's gonna be.
They already got good chemistry. They don't need LeBron.
I'm just saying they don't need him. But those gonna be the only 2 teams in my opinion.
Yeah, go. Now I can see him going back to Cleveland playing with Donovan.
Yeah, just go back. I think he should do that. I think just going back to Cleveland and finish off your career there. But if he chooses another team other than Cleveland, it will only be the Knicks, in my opinion.
Yeah, you'll mess up the chemistry.
We'll see, dog.
I don't care how good you are, man. You'll mess up the chemistry. New York Knicks, man, look like they might go.
Oh, they'll be there. They'll be there. I hate to admit it because I'm rooting for my Detroit Pistons, but I think the Knicks. It's going to be the Knicks in Oklahoma City in the finals this year. Yes, indeed. But Oklahoma City going to win the whole thing. It is what it is. All right, what you got coming up next, Brat?
Well, Rock T, 2 R&B icons and 2 hip-hop legends are now in the Grammy Hall of Fame, and I got the details on who made it up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.